It is very usual for the world to ask what the property is and bank balance left behind the dead. This question also raised after the passing of Pope Francis. The story has a clear similarity, has a comparison with former Indian president, late APJ Abdul Kalam. This question has a lot to talk about the whole life of the person. Let us evaluate the life of Pope Francis from his bank balance. Pope Francis died leaving only $100. Yes, $100, which is less than 90 euros. No house, no bank account, no investments in his name. And yet, he was the head of the Catholic Church, the position that could have paid him around 340,000 euros a year, but he refused the money, every year, since 2013. Why? Because he was a Jesuit, and Jesuits take a vow of poverty. Rather than live in the Vatican's luxurious apartments like his predecessors, he chose to settle in the Casa Santa Marta, a simple, modest residence. In one of his talks, he said, "Money must serve, not rule. The Pope loves everyone, rich and poor alike, but he is obliged in the name of Christ to remind all that the rich must help, respect, and promote the poor. I exhort you to generous solidarity and a return of economics and finance to an ethical approach which favors human beings." He had no gilding, no personal servants, just a bed, a desk, and his faith. He wore his old worn black shoes, refusing the traditional red loafers. He traveled in a small Ford Focus, while other religious leaders drove in limousines. He ate with Vatican employees, not in a private dining room. He dressed simply, with no special adornment, just his white vestment and an iron cross, the invisible wealth. While some cling to their possessions, their properties, their image, Pope Francis chose to own nothing in order to give everything away. He had no millions, no complex wills. Yes, just $100. He often gave this powerful message. It's not what you own that matters. It's who you are, what you do for others. The world is shocked, but inspired. In an era where wealth often becomes the ultimate goal, Pope Francis leaves an eternal mark without ever seeking to enrich himself. He loved all religions, he said often. All religions lead us to God. Even he had a heart for the atheist, the self-proclaimed atheist and the famed astrophysicist Stephen Hawking was a member of the Pontifical Academy of Sciences. He had no hate for the communists either, but opened his arms to embrace everyone. Yes, he left no material fortune. He left a moral fortune, but a lesson in humility, a vision of service. He was not a pope of luxury. He was a pope of heart, a man who proved that to live simply is to reign differently. And you? What will you leave behind? Money? Things? Or real inspiration? Just mentioning that some human beings should read this small but deep message. I believe that when I die, I only wish that people must feel that a person who loved the humanity has left this world.